Dean, we had to miss a very rare week last week because of a natural disaster. And I fucking hated it.
It was the worst, dude.
It was
Literally
the
everything
absolute
about
worst.
there was no good about last week.
It was good for like a few hours, right, when we were frolicking in the snow. And then after that, just absolute chaos.
The novelty wore off real fast.
100%.
Are you an angel?
What?
An angel. I heard the deep space pilots talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
Hello there.
We are tonight's entertainment.
We would be honored if you would join us.
He's got a billion toys.
You brought in the doll collection.
These are not dolls, Jim. These are commodities. Same as gold or oil.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You are now listening to the Collecting Weekly podcast.
This is the true form of floor gang right here. Very nice. YouTube.com/collectingweekly. Thank you very much. That's very cool. Big.
Hey guys, my name is Zach.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Mario.
Welcome to this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. It's a weekly podcast where my friends and I talk about the things that matter the most to us this week in collecting.
That's right. We want to thank our sponsors, Watto Scrapyard and 1/6 Corner.
Sweet angels. We got a great show planned for you guys tonight. We're talking the new Hot Toys Boba Fett, Jazz Inc.'s 66 Mobile, and more. Dean, before we get into that, let's kick it out with the world's favorite podcast segment.
Yeah, you guys ready?
Yes.
It's new this week.
Yeah. What'd you get new this week? I had a pretty decent week. I got a package in the mail from one of our Patreonies and friends of the show.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's I got the my first NECA turtle.
Okay.
Pretty exciting. I thought you had pictures, but I guess
I do. I was like relishing. I was like, dude, we fucking slam dunked that intro because I made some subtle changes.
Had me worried. That's why I like stopped really quick on my name because I was like, did I fuck it up already?
Dude, it's all right. We fucking nailed it. Continue, please.
Sweet Angel, Scott Bradley sent me this.
What a guy.
Yeah, he was like, dude, I know you really want a turtle. You want this? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, I'll just send it to you. And I was like, really? I was like, I'll pay for shipping. He's like, no, don't worry about it.
What a guy.
I know. I haven't gotten to check it out. I got home from work yesterday and passed out, and then I worked today.
Yeah.
Got home from work, passed out again. And then this one surprised the hell out of me. The Tifa Play Art Sky Final Fantasy 7 remake. And we talked about it on the show. It got delayed. But apparently some of them made it out. And this got delivered to Steven's Collectibles. And I was like, well, I'm not waiting. I want it now. So I went and picked it up. Very cool. So I need to check that out as well. I haven't really gotten, again, I've been so busy with work and then catching up on sleep.
Yeah.
So pretty fucking crazy, man. I think it's still delayed until like summer. So the fact that some of them made it out, I guess Square couldn't stop the presses fast enough.
Yeah, because you said it was gonna. I think it was like a few months that you were gonna have to wait for this. So it's surprising that Steven got it so early.
Yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm getting it." I was like, "No, you're not." He's like, "Yeah, I just paid for it," and I was like, "Dude, I just got an email that it is delayed." I was like, we talked about it on the show," and he was like, "Oh, well, it says I'm getting it," and he showed me like the email that has order, and it was on there. I was like, "Dude, if you get this in." I was like, let me know. I don't think you're going to get it. And sure enough, he got it. Yeah. He's got one more if anybody is interested. Hit up
Quinn
Steven's
says,
Collectibles.
How is the face?
Honestly, dude, in person, it's really not that bad.
You want to go solo cam?
Yeah.
It is beautiful. Look at that face right there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, the doll. Sorry.
Yeah, it comes with two faces. One's happy, one's not. But like,
pretty decent.
It's like with anything. I was telling Zach, some people, if you take pictures in like super harsh lighting, it's gonna look bad. Honestly, in person, it's really not that bad. So I'm excited to see like what the difference is in the ones that get issued later.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, it's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I don't regret getting it. So
yeah.
But yeah, how's my new this week?
Let me address the chat. We have JB, Rome Ross, Quinn, Mario's in the chat and in the show. What a guy. Toy Mafia, Mark Pearson, Archangel, Danny. Let's see, Shumata, JB, Scott, Mark
JB.
Pearson.
Sold her Boba Fett. Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Gal. Luis,
I told her not to.
Toy Mafia, KJ Smith, same. Lots of people in the chat. We'd love to see it. We love to see it. We have Sean Fear too. Mark Pearson says that was my pickup line in high school. In person, not bad. Mario, you got something really cool this week. We actually did a live unboxing on Collecting Weekly. Tell us about it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So that was a fun unboxing, by the way. Thanks again for everyone who joined. So this is the 1/5 Sideshow Mythos Darth Maul statue. This is the first statue that I've got in the collection, and I was just completely blown away, y'all. This blew away my expectations. I love the overall design of it, the pose, the paint apps, everything was just hella crisp on this thing. And yeah, it's great. I love it.
I think you were real happy. I think I could tell that you were having a good time, and I think the stream could tell you were having a good time. It was a good atmosphere for a stream. I'm not the biggest Darth Maul fan, and everyone knows that, but yeah. I was like, dude, respect the drip. That's a good fucking statue. Like 100%.
No, for sure. I mean, for me too. I mean, Eddie mentioned a couple weeks ago that I was the one that said, hey, I'm not in a statue game. I'm not collecting statues. And a couple weeks later, look what happened.
Yeah, Quinn, it was, I believe it was Sunday night stream, if you want to look that up. Yeah, and you have it in the Maji case, right? And it looks real good. You have it next to the Solo Mall. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I'm planning him there for right now. That is until something else just arrived today from Stevens Collectibles. Shout out, by the way.
Shout out to Stevens.
So give me a second.
Yeah, while you're doing that.
Dude, yeah, shout out Steven, man.
Big shout out to Stevens. I know he's been going to bat for us trying to get his order of the Beskar Mandos, because myself and Rainer have one in that shipment, and he's been on the horn with them trying to get that done. Archangel says, I thought it was a worse review of a beautiful statue. Just kidding. I was like, yo, bro, you don't want that smoke, my guy. You don't want that smoke at all. We have Eddie in the chat. What's up, my guy? While Mario's getting that ready, Mark mentioned in the chat. Go ahead, Mario.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
So this big guy just came, or big gal, shall I say. Next up, we've got a Asajj Ventress Mythos.
Wow.
So we'll be doing a live unboxing. I'm looking at Friday night or maybe Saturday night.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, you're gonna wait that long? Dude, I've been doing like the second the show ends.
Dude, I've got a busy week. I'm coming home late, and after crazy days at work, I ain't trying to unbox anything, man. I just want to come home and chill.
Pick me up at the end of the weekend.
Dude, literally, right? I got home, passed out the past 2 days. Like,
yep.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So I am perfectly happy waiting for the weekend, and plus I want to share this with everybody out there too. So come check us out. I'll let you know an exact time for sure. In and outs of collecting.
What a guy! Now I picked up 2 things. I also have a package here on my right. So I picked up the Super MC Toys Black High School Student Miles. Probably the worst name in third party up until maybe this week. It's a figure that I passed on. I didn't really feel that I needed it. But honestly, man, those Young Rich Miles, they have not aged well in the collection. Like, I feel like anytime I touch that figure, something falls apart on it. I'm having to glue something back. It's just a very frustrating experience. Not only that, but it is very cartoon styled. And I really wanted something to put next to an advanced suit Spider-Man that's a little bit more realistic looking. And this fit the bill perfectly. We have a great guy locally named Rick Sollers. He buys a lot of these third-party kits in bulk. And so he sells them on eBay. I believe his eBay store is RS Custom Toys. If you want to buy from him in the United States, but for us in San Antonio, I just hit him up with a text. We met at a gas station. and I was able to pick this up. Now, full disclosure, it does not come with the phone, the base, or the spray can, but I think it's a really nice figure, and I was questioning when this was released why did it have the rooted or like the physical hair and not sculpted hair, and I think I understand why. Now, the Young Rich Miles, both sculpts that they've given have they have the sculpted hair, but you can't put the hoodie over the sculpted hair. It just looks really goofy. You also can't put the headphones over the sculpted hair. It just looks awful. And with this, with the material hair, you're able to put that hoodie over the hair, and it looks super natural. It's super clean. The materials, the quality, the sewing on this outfit is fantastic. The Jordans, they're made of pleather/leather. They look great. They have real laces. The only thing that was a bit odd on this kit is the patch on the chest. You had to actually apply like a little double-sided tape that was in the box to it and then stick it on. Not a big fan of that. Otherwise, though, it's a great piece. And if you watched my collecting rarities, I think it was 2 or 3 months ago, I talked about how into watches I am, and I mentioned this on Ox a few times. But I did pick up a 1958 Snoopy tennis watch from Timex. It's a vintage piece, mechanical wind with an acrylic crystal. Beautiful condition. I think the guy said he got it from his grandfather, and he just, it's been in a box forever, and he was just trying to make some money. But I picked this up for like $20, absolute steal, and it's fucking beautiful. Now, Mark did mention he sent us a package. I haven't actually unboxed it yet. So, Mario, can you solo cam me, please? Or Dean, we're going to open this bad boy live on the air.
Oh, I see Star Wars.
Big shout out to Mark Pearson. So we have a Boba Fett mini planter.
Hey.
Looking very good there. I think it's like a Chia Pet type thing.
I was going to say, is that like a Chia Pet?
It could be. Put this over here. Look at this. Excellent packing material. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Okay, so we have an assortment of pins. I believe these are Loot Crate pins.
Nice.
So we have... Oh, get that out of here. It's a Ouija board pin. I don't need that. The Dude from Big Lebowski. Adventure Time pin. Very cool. Jabba the Hutt pin. Very cool.
Nice.
What is this? Oh, is that Star Wars? I don't know what that is, but that's... I thought that was the Republic symbol. Toothless from How to Train Your Dragons. I'm going to be keeping that one for myself. Galaga pin. Dude, this is like a whole pin collection, my guy. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Holy shit, look at this courage, though. Maybe I should hold them up to the camera so you guys can actually see them. Han Solo and Carbonite.
Yeah, let me see the Lebowski.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, let me...
I'm a big Dude fan.
You're a big Dude fan. It looks like it's an 8-bit.
Oh, hell yeah. That's cool.
Mark says you guys are so sweet. Mark, you are so sweet. Let's see. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Most Excellent Picture Frame.
Hell yeah.
Very cool there. Most excellent indeed. Let's see. We have a... this would have been useful during the winter weather. A Hoth beanie.
That's cool.
That's neat. I would have loved that last week. A Williams FW13B Renault kit.
Damn
Very
yeah.
cool.
Very cool. Dude. Those are super highly detailed model kits.
I know. I'm actually really scared. I don't know if I'm gonna build this one because I've seen how involved these kits are and
super
holy
involved. Shit. Yeah, I'd be excited to see you try.
And then, last but not least, the DC Multiverse Azrael.
Hey, nice.
What a guy, dude. What a guy. We'll parse out these pins and toys amongst the hosts. Quinn says you can see some new cases. Yeah, I got some Detoffs in the back. We have Scott Bradley joining us, Sean Yahtzee, Kev's Matrix, and Eddie. What's up, guys? But yeah, new this week. Thank you so much, Mark. That's a really awesome package that you sent us, and it arrived. It arrived today, actually. So big shout out to Mark. And like I said, we'll divvy these out amongst the hosts, and we'll let people pick what they got. But let's get into the news, starting with the Boba Fett Hot Toys Deluxe collectible set coming in at $490, releasing April to June 2022. A little bit of controversy about this set. There was some people that were very upset that the only way to get the portrait was in the $490 option. And actually, I believe my notes are incorrect. I think they raised the price to $495 a few hours after they posted it. So I'm sorry, it's $495.
Yeah, those cheeky bastards. Like we weren't going to notice.
Cheeky. Now, again, controversy that you can only get the Boba Fett in the what would you call this? Like the robed outfit in this set. You also don't get the portrait in the cheaper set. I think this is great. I wouldn't be surprised to see them release the cleaned up armor where he repaints it as another release down the line. I think the effects look really good on this. Again, people were saying the price is a little too high. It makes you feel like you're getting a deal, but you're really not getting a deal. And someone mentioned this concept, and it made so much sense. The whole small versus medium fry concept. Like you could pay, maybe $1 for a small fry. You could pay $1.10 or $1.20 for a medium fry, right? And get way more fries for just a few cents more. And that argument was real compelling. But either way, a lot of people were saying this could be a potential figure of the year for 2022 when it comes out. I think the sculpt looks great. I think the paint looks good. I think it's a slam dunk figure. What do you think, guys?
I think it looks great. I'm pretty sure it's a pass for me, although I'm not sure. I could do without the like robed look as far as Boba Fett in the Mando like outfit. Like you said, they might come out with the clean armor version later, which I'd be more inclined to get, but this is first appearance Boba after 40 years. So it's like, which one do you get, right?
Yeah,
I prefer when he just painted it, right, because it looks cleaner. But
that's there was a point last week where we were like on hour 30 with no power, and I was like, why the fuck? Like, when did he have time to do that?
Yeah.
And it really bothered me for like 2 hours. Like I just couldn't rationalize. Like,
dude,
in the middle of all this shit.
Bored, bro.
Dude, I had no internet. I was jerking it to memories. Like, dude, it was very uncomfortable.
You absolutely didn't have to say that. That was something you could have just kept that to yourself.
Oh, dude, Dean, I had one of these.
Fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if and I'm a big Boba Fett fan. Like, I have pretty much every Boba Fett figure that's been released ever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I really want this one. I think it's great, but like you said, it kind of sucks that the only way to get this particular one is to have to buy the more expensive one. But
yeah, and it's almost like if you buy this set, right? But and in the prototype photos they showed the armored Boba Fett with the sculpt. It almost makes like you can't display both, right? Like if you want to use the sculpt on Boba Fett, because then the other one's gonna have no head, right? And I don't know. I feel like if you're paying this much, it should have come with two sculpts. Just my opinion. I think it's great though. It also comes with the damaged stormtrooper helmet, and it looks like from the photos you can actually place that on on an existing figure. I think it looks great. I also didn't notice in the show that he's wearing blacked out shore trooper gloves, which is interesting to see.
I didn't notice that either. I was like, wait a minute, he's wearing Mando like style, which are just shore trooper style gloves, but I guess that's true.
Yeah, now they're
I'm just also not a huge fan of the outfit.
Oh, it's just too plain?
This is the one figure where Hot Toys really needs to go overboard on the fat suit, and it seems like they missed their chance. He's not that thick. Not that thick. Now, they are offering a basic version. Comes in at $285, releasing April to June 2022. This one is much more slimmed down. Doesn't come with that second figure. No sculpt, no stormtrooper. And I believe this is that hologram of Django, I believe, when he shows off the wrist computer. You also obviously don't get the Tatooine scavenger bits. 285 is really high for something like this. And in the pre-order shots, they also did show that Season 2 Mando with the spear, which is interesting to see, but not a fan of the 285 price point with no head sculpt. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I was going to get either one, it'd be this one. I don't know. I'm always displaying my helmeted figures with their helmets on.
Yeah.
But yeah, 285 is high because then you got to factor in tax and then shipping. That's going to be what, $325?
Dude, that's expensive.
That's way too much.
Now, Rome says he's never collected Hot Toys or 1/6 scale figures, but he's getting his first one soon. The Blitzway Jimi Hendrix. That's great.
Oh, nice.
Man.
Nice.
I know people who've gotten that figure that just absolutely love it.
Mario, what do you think about this?
No, I agree with Dean. This thing is overpriced for what it is, but I mean, for the price they should have included the unhelmeted sculpt. But at the same time, I'm sure everybody would pass on the 2-pack if this unhelmeted sculpt was available in this set only.
How much is the 2-pack again?
$2-pack is $490 or $495 rather. I'm sorry.
Oh fuck, that's
so it's kind of like they're making you think you got a deal, but I think it's way cheaper in Hong Kong, the retail. Obviously, you have to know someone, but
yeah, they're really pushing that price a little bit too much on that one.
Even the miles we'll talk about in a little bit. The price is quite excessive on that one. They also did tease Bo-Katan. That was something that we missed last week. I think this looks great. Obviously, without a head sculpt, it's hard to tell, but Hot Toys, I'm sure, is going to give it some justice, and hopefully we get a head sculpt with this one. I think a lot of people would really enjoy that, but this looks really good.
Well, the actress liked it on Instagram.
She did.
So that kind of has me thinking that she's obviously been in contact with them.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a sculpt with this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely would be very cool. Now, speaking of price increases, the Miles Morales 2020 suit is up for pre-order. This one is $290, releasing April to June 2022. I do have some concerns about the material of the jacket and how the suit will wear over time. But this shit looks fucking fantastic. Now, obviously, the price is a bit high, in my opinion. But, I mean, just the look of this figure just looks fucking awesome.
Quinn, don't say Daft Punk, dude. I'm still mourning.
We'll talk about that in a little bit. Sean Yancey says the Miles gives him boner.
Okay, let me ask you this, because I don't really know that much about Miles. In the movie Miles, in the Spider-Verse movie, he's obviously he listens to music. Like, that's a big part of his character.
Yeah.
Is that just like a thing Miles does, is listen to music?
I mean, yes. I'll be honest, I haven't played this game, so I don't know the importance of this suit, but I know of all, because like when the PS4 game came out, right, there was all kinds of suits that became very popular, right? New suits that weren't in the comics that were introduced in that game. And this is one of those suits that's very popular. There's a Funko Pop of it. There's obviously now Hot Toys of it. It seems to be one of the more popular suits that people are choosing to use. I see a lot of playthrough videos and people use this suit. I don't know if it's a suit that's necessarily required to use. Like in the first game, there was some suits you had to use for certain parts.
Right.
But it seems to be like a fan favorite. JB says this is just a skin on the game. DJ also says just an extra suit you unlock, but this is one of the cooler / fan favorite suits. So yeah, I think it's just a throwback to him liking music, but it's also just a really cool Daft Punk inspired, cyber-esque look.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we're gonna mourn, Dean. We're gonna mourn later, but this shit is fucking crazy. I love it, but the price is really high. If I was to get this, dude, I'd be looking at shit to sell from this, because I'm sure the advanced suit little thingy and diorama is important, but I just would display this on the shelf by itself. So anything to get that down to that $250 price point. Sean said it's not required to use. But yeah, $290 is a bit high for me. Now 3.0 has shown, I'm not exactly sure where this is from. We saw the screenshot floating around, but a PX Previews exclusive Red Dragon Shield Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I believe it's only in 1 or 2 episodes where he gets the Dragon Shield from the Green Ranger. And to commemorate that, they are doing it as a Previews exclusive. You can usually find these preview exclusives at your comic stores. Gravity Damage, for example, gets a ton of these Previews figures. But it's 12 inches tall, hand-tailored fabric costume, dragon shield, armor, and arm braces, and the Mighty Morphin helmet, blade blaster, etc. But yeah, if you want this, I imagine you got to hit up your local comic store. And I mean, it looks cool, but again, this is a very episode-specific look for the Red Ranger that I don't think is going to be a hot seller. Quinn says they're not making this Red Ranger as cheap as the others, so I didn't see a price point on this one, but Quinn's telling me it's $130, so about $30 more expensive. Not really worth it in my opinion. Now, Star Ace did announce that they're in partnership with Sony to produce fully licensed 1/6 scale collectible figures from The Boys, which is a Prime television show. And here's sneak previews of the sculpts. These are obviously pending license or approval. If any other company had this, I'd be really excited. But Star Ace, I'm not really putting all my eggs in that basket. They're usually really expensive. And Dean, we've kind of gone in on them a bit for some figures in the past, like the Professor Snape, which just looked absolutely awful. I believe Vamal is sculpting this, so I know the actual sculpt work is going to be fantastic, and these obviously look great. Whether or not the final product will be to that standard remains to be seen. Dean, Mario, do you guys have any experience with Star Ace?
I don't know.
I have their Leonidas, and it's fantastic.
That one, Optical has said that one is his absolute favorite figure.
It's so good. Now, I did do a Fison body swap on it.
Yeah.
And if I could undo it, I probably would.
Really?
Yeah. The Fison body's good, but, like, I don't know, like, it's just, they're so very particular. Like, you really have to futz it to get a really good pose out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like super impatient, and I'm like, oh, forget it. The stock body like just posed really well. Also, you know me, I'm a stickler for just things that work. So I had to modify the feet, and they just like don't work that well with the Fison body.
Yeah.
The head, same thing. I had to Dremel it out and then use the 2-part mold putty.
Yeah.
So if I could undo it, I would, but I can't, so it's whatever. But that figure is so good. I mean, if these are anything like that, I can't wait to see how they come out. And I don't remember them being too expensive.
Dude, they're fuck, what is his name? Newt Scamander was like $260. It was like Hot Toys prices.
Yeah.
I really wanted that figure, and that was at that price before they were charging more than Hot Toys when that figure was out. Maybe it was $250, but it was really expensive for what you got. Oh. Mario, have you seen the show?
Oh yeah, I love it, man. This is a great show, but after seeing this one is nice. I really like how this one came out.
Yeah, so this is the So Toys John Lander, which is incredible. Go ahead, Mario. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
It just sounds like a dude.
And he's landing.
Zach Lander, baby.
No, I mean, I thought I'd be more excited for the translation of these figures, but I'm really not. But I'm excited for how they're gonna come out. But I don't see myself picking these up.
Now, this So Toys Homelander comes in at $188, released in Q3 2021. You can actually pick this up now from our sponsor, 1/6 Corner. It does come with the pre-order bonus, which is a extra bust for the head display. So if you have the 2 or 3 portraits that this is going to have, you have that ability to plop one of those on the bust, which I think is really neat. I think that's cool. Actually fucking really cool. It comes with a glass of milk, several hands, and obviously it looks like 3 portraits. 188 is definitely not bad. I will say, I'm trying to think, but I feel like I want this to have more accessories. But I also think like the milk is probably the most iconic accessory that he would come with. Is there?
Yeah.
Remind me, is there anything that I'm missing from this show?
I don't think
he
so.
Really interacts with that many things.
No, not really. I think what we're getting here is enough. I mean, if anything, maybe is that? I'm sorry, I can't really make that out. A laser beam, a laser eye head sculpt, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's
what that is.
That is, yeah.
Okay, then yeah. No, I think this thing is packed enough of it comes with what it needs.
Yeah,
and
this is hilarious.
It looks really good. I don't see how Star Ace can top this, to be honest. But
no, and it's not going to be anywhere near this price point. Now, this one, like I mentioned, is coming out Q3 2021. So a few months away. You can find this at our sponsor, 1/6 Corner's website. You can also find this on 1/6 Corner, the Cajun car dealer. Now, there's been a lot of threads this week, and frankly, I'm glad I could avoid them with the power outage because everyone has an opinion, right? People are on either on Team Sideshow or Team So Toys about this. Everyone thinks the other one is better. It's fucking infuriating. This one is 189, releasing Q3 2021. Now this one is limited edition of 450, and 1/6 corner, right when they saw this about to sell out, they ordered 10 more. So they do have 10 as of this morning for pre-order still. TNS shut down orders, a lot of other sites shut down orders. They're a great site to deal with, but if I had to pick between this one and the Sideshow one, I think this one just looks better. And that's just my opinion. Looks like you have 2 head sculpts, you have some of the different effects, you have a deck of cards, a staff, a shitload of hands. And I will say this, the So Toys marketing for this was fucking awful. They put this picture up, and I will not dare to strain your corneas to look at it. I had a headache for 3 hours. I'm not even kidding. I looked at that picture when it first went up, that weird 3D effect thing, and it was just absolutely awful.
Yeah, in fact, Zach posted it in the chat.
In black and white.
We were like, dude, what the hell's wrong with this thing? And he was like, it's not even half as bad as what they posted. I was like, what'd they post? And he posted it in the chat, and I passed out.
Dean actually died.
Yeah, I'm a ghost right now, guys.
Dude,
that's why I was on Creeps R Us. Go back and listen to Creeps R Us. It was a good episode.
Shout out. I think this looks great, and again, for the price of $189, definitely not bad. This one's also coming out Q3 2021. Very hard to find though. Now, So Toys does these really small runs. Their Blind Vigilante, I think it was a 300-piece run. That thing sold out instantly, and no one can find them. Period. So if you're even a casual fan of Gambit and casually thinking of collecting X-Men, either buy the Sideshow one or buy this one, but make a decision fast, because when these go, they're just gone, and they're going to be very expensive to buy secondhand.
Yeah. I don't, off the top of my head, I can't remember what the Sideshow one looks like, but they could both be good. It's okay to look at one and like the other. That's totally cool, guys. You don't have to be black and white on it.
Right.
Just because you like one doesn't mean you have to hate the other. It's just,
Yeah, my preference is this version, but I can understand why people would like the Sideshow one also.
Yeah.
They're both really good.
Yeah, Zach's right. The comments are fucking wild.
Now, Dean, through the boy, we didn't even know if this was a real thing. We actually had our doubts, but it is real, and it is $168, releasing Q4 2021. Marty from Back to the Future, guitar, backpack, looks like the watch glasses, the clock tower, and a bass. Definitely not a bad option. I know we talked about maybe putting it in the DeLorean, but we thought we'd give you guys an update on this because it we weren't even sure if it was real. It looked very fake from the initial announcement, but it is real. Lots of places have it, including our sponsor.
And it is 100% the worst named figure we could think of.
No, that one that you showed me with the Vegeta, that actually is somehow worse. We can't even say it.
Yeah, we can't. We literally can't even show it. It's so bad.
We'll get canceled. The Zuck will cancel us now. Jazz Inc. Dioramas has shown a video of their 66 Mobile, and let me see if I can play this here. We're trying a new thing here on CW. Now, this is a video that Yost posted.
Starting from the top,
of the 66 Mobile. Let me raise the volume on this.
Got some excellent pictures from Eric at 9066 Batmobile. The antlers need to be thicker. These two lights need to be spaced further apart.
And this video is going over some of the prototype things that are going to be addressed, but at this point he's got pretty much a full prototype, which is really fucking awesome, because when we showed it a few weeks ago, it was just like a chunk of resin that was painted black and red.
Finessing the chrome around the seats to the
Archangel says, love this Batmobile. Scott said it looks amazing.
I'm going to try to make that part magnetic for the people who wanted to put it on, and vice versa. As for the decals,
and the trunk
too many different requests to do just one, and
get out of town, man. That shit's crispy.
Very critical to many people. So, first of all, the decals are supposed to be vinyl and on top of the gloss paint, so there's not going to be a clear coat. There's not going to be any needed. We've got this very cool vinyl stuff that'll work. Check out the cool.
The decals everywhere, real crisp line work. That's
so,
hard to do, man. It's hard to do.
There's going to be the raised that this is on is going to be black. For the production piece, we'll hope to have this translucent plastic. We can't do that for the prototype, so that's why it's painted on the prototype. Same goes for the light you see here.
And I know he mentions it in the video, but
for the prototype,
the lenses for the windshield, they will be clear on the production model. I think it's just a sacrifice for the
makes the whole phone light up. That's just.
But I mean, this shit looks really good. He also posted a photo.
And,
it was hard to see because it was a part of a video, but he showed the Batman and Robin inside of this, and they fit really well. Which is everyone's concern with something like this.
The final prototype pictures, I hope, within a week. But just wanted to share this with you guys. Hope you like it as much as I do. Thanks to Tenna Controls for helping me with the lights to get the correct patterns. And, well,
I think it's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think?
I love it. That's my favorite interpretation of the Batmobile.
That's gorgeous, dude.
Yeah, I love that someone's finally taking a crack at this. Can't wait to see how it comes out.
Yeah, it's definitely really cool. Now, Iron Studios and their 1/10 scale line put out a pre-order for the Clever Girl Diorama 280 releasing Q3 2021. Dean, I know you're not a big fan of the expression on Muldoon.
He looks so bored.
I mean, would you be thrilled if you're about to be eaten by a raptor?
I definitely would be fucking screaming my ass off. Not.
Yeah, but you're not a man that stared death in the eyes for years, my guy. Muldoon is a big game hunter. He's been in these situations before. I think it's very. You could tell he's freaking out, but he's also not like. I don't know. It didn't bother me as much as it bothered you. I don't know. Mario, what do you think? Tiebreaker, baby.
Yeah, it's all right.
That was okay. You sat right on that fence, my guy. Sean Yahtzee says, as an Instagram photographer, I think the Batmobile looks good. Doesn't ruin the illusion. Mark says it looks great for a custom. I agree, my guy. It looks fantastic. Now, Dean, this is something that we do like the expression on. The Figuarts launch comes with the blonde hair sculpt, the blue hair sculpt. Also comes with the gun and the sneezing head. Boy, this thing is badass. This is coming in at $68, releasing July 2021. What do you think about it?
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I'm a little pissed. It's is it a Bluefin exclusive or what is it?
I don't. It was on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't think it's exclusive.
Or
well, maybe it is.
BBTS buys exclusives all the time. What do you mean?
Yeah, but the price wasn't crazy high.
Well, it should be like a $45 figure, but it's we talked about it on Small Talk. Dylan said it was some kind of exclusive, so I was like, oh, that's why it's 68. Because there's no reason there should be a $70 figure. I mean, I guess to get 2 sculpts, but I don't know. I can't wait for it, honestly. I think it's great. I was telling Dylan it's funny because like Akira Toriyama just kind of forgot she existed.
He even admitted it. He was like, you know what? There's just a lot of characters I forgot.
Yeah.
Mark says, not gonna lie, gave the feels at like age 8. Dragon Ball Super underrated because the popularity of Z. Dude, Dragon Ball is the shit. I think it's better than Z and Super, in my opinion. We also talked about this. There's more photos here of the Goku dinner diorama set. 3 chairs, the table, food, a different head sculpt. I think it looks pretty good. This is part of the Bandai Spirits line. Yeah. No word yet that I can see on a release. But this is looking pretty good. Definitely looking pretty good. I think it might be a pickup. Now, getting into released, the upgrade suit Spider-Man from Far From Home was released. And, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. A lot of people complaining about the head sculpt. A lot of people loving the head sculpt. I think it looks fine. What do you guys think about it?
I think the head sculpt was fine also. I don't understand where the backlash is coming from. But I see Tom Holland in that sculpt. It looks fine to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought the head sculpt looked great. It's different enough from the tech suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or the advanced suit. Or what? I don't know what the
fuck. Some tech suits.
Yeah. Like his hair's disheveled. Isn't he a little bloody or no? I don't remember. I just know it looks different enough that I
like the hair. It's like very like, I love it.
Because, you know, when you see him in the suit, he gets his ass kicked. So, like, he's kind of disheveled. So, I thought it looked good.
I'm a big fan. I honestly hope this suit does so well that it brings the price of the blue suit down because I really want that classic one. But I'm not paying like $300 for it. Like,
I don't like the black and red. So
yeah,
like it's an easy.
I'm a
pass for me.
fan. Scott says he thinks the head sculpt is great. Just wish they could have used magnets like the Iron Spider. Yeah, that is true. That is very true. This is also an imminent arrival for Sideshow, the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian. I know Eric is getting it. Mario, are you going to get it as well?
Yeah, it's all paid off. Still waiting for Sideshow to ship it. It's been processing. I sent him an email or sent him a text real quick, and I still haven't heard back from him. So,
dude,
don't know what's going on.
The absolute worst. Like, literally the absolute worst. I think this looks great. I'm not going to get it, but all the reviews, I think it looks really good. I just don't have the space for it. And it's a very niche character for me. So, Dean, is this one you're going to get?
Dude, I'm still on the fence, dude. Like, I want it. And every fiber in my being is saying, like, he's going to come back.
Yeah.
But, like...
Well, maybe.
Like you said, it's like he's in a couple scenes. A minute total screen time, you know? It's kind of like, I don't know.
Kind of a douche for like 30 of those seconds.
Yeah, it's like, I don't really think I want to spend almost $500 or whatever it is, $400 to get this guy. But it looks so fucking cool. Like, I want it, but.
Yeah, and it's Jon Favreau. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's his voice, but.
I'll take it.
I don't know.
Andre says, the Heavy Mando is going to shoot up in price. Yeah. Mark says if he comes back, he will get a weird price hike. Sean says he's $280. Dean, it's that time of the show.
Hey, what the scrapyard, Annie? We want to thank our friends over at Water Scrapyard for sponsoring this week's episode of Collecting Weekly. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, eBay. I'm pretty sure he's got a Twitter. I mean, he's everywhere. The man is on a mission.
Onlyfans.com/Watto Scrapyard.
Yeah, man. He makes 3D printed parts for hard to come by Kenner and Hasbro vehicles, as well as resin printed. Jeez, I don't even know what I said. Resin printed head sculpts of
2D printed, baby.
Yeah, 2D printed head sculpts of literally anybody. I think he's even making like YouTubers now. Well, he did my PewDiePie, but
bro, Sean, if you're listening, please make the protagonist from Tenet, please. I've been begging him for like months.
Dude, just pay him. It's like
I don't want to pay.
Wow.
Because I think a lot of people would want that, right?
Yeah.
Like do it for the love, my guy.
Do it for the love of Zach.
Tenet.
Yeah, Tenet. Where was I? The man is just on a mission to make every person on the planet. If you see
thousands done already,
dude, like his library is just packed to the brim of characters. If you don't see a character you want to get on his library, send him a message. He'll get it designed, printed, and shipped for a really good price. So make sure you guys hit a Watto. He's the best. We also want to thank our friends over at 1/6 Corner. Zach, do you know what their mission is?
Their mission is to provide the best figures and collectibles for their customers. Do you know what they offer?
Dude, they offer great prices, great packaging, and fast shipping. And you could attest to that.
I can. My corners were all crisp, 90-degree corners on every single edge of that box. And, Dean, they have the best service. Now, this was before they knew we had a show, before anything, right? Ordered something from them. They messaged me a few days after it was delivered. You know, they just wanted to check in, make sure it arrived safely, make sure everything was in good order. Other stores, Dean, you send them a message, they don't get back to you for a week. They think that you think that you're bothering them, right?
Yeah, they're like,
meanwhile,
who are you?
Sweet Angels, Jenny at 1/6 Corner, just doing the most, right? Doing the most for their customers. And they sponsored a giveaway that we're doing tomorrow for the Patreonies for a Limb Toys Gunslinger. We're going to give it away tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Yeah, so tune in for if you're a Patreon, tune in for that. Choose your figures, pay safely with PayPal, and leave the rest to 1/6 Corner. They're going to take care of you.
Now, Tom Holland, a few hours ago, made a post. He said, "We're so excited to announce the new Spider-Man title. Can't wait for you lot to see what we have been up to. Love from Atlanta. Spider-Man Phone Home." Very interesting name there, but it's a thing. That's the name for Spider-Man 3.
Dude, it's green.
Oh, Green Goblin.
Or what, the lizard guy? Doc Connors?
That's true.
What's his name?
That is true. Jimmy says, first time catching a live stream, currently on episode 106, going back and listening to your older streams. First off, Jimmy, I apologize. The further back you get, the worse they are. I'm like, just being 100% honest with you. You're at like the cusp of when it was real good, but like, bro, you get back into the 10s, like it's pretty bad. Yeah, Green could be the lizard. Is Tom Holland even in this movie at this point? There's like 800 actors that are in this movie. Dean might even be in this movie for all we know.
I'm actually in this movie. I'm the body double for Spider-Man, but
Seth says rumor is he was trolling us, and that's not the actual name. I hope not. It's a really weird name.
Phone Home's pretty bad. It's like E.T. No.
Whether or not it is, I don't know. But Dean, let's talk about the biggest
This better be a
news.
troll. This better be an epic troll.
Now, Daft Punk released a video on their YouTube channel titled Epilogue, and that was yesterday. No one knew what it was. 8-minute, 30-second video, and in the video, they basically announced that they were ending their partnership, 1993 to 2021. And Dean, you and I, big fans of Daft Punk, like huge.
Dude, if you go through if you go through my Instagram, it's literally like toys and Daft Punk. Like,
yeah, I don't think that there's been a music group that has meant more to me personally than Daft Punk has. Like, just 100%. Some of my fondest memories are listening to Daft Punk and just doing whatever. So sad. Random Access Memories, my favorite album of all time. And I will say, Dean, inevitably when we break up the show, if I don't get to take you out of the desert and blow you up, I send it back. I send it back. What a way to go out. But
dude, this video is still number 2 trending on YouTube.
Bro, we literally landed on Mars, and that was number 2 compared to this.
Wow. Yeah, the rover landing on Mars was number 2 to Daft Punk splitting up.
Jimmy says he'll stop when he's at episode 100. Jimmy, go all the way back, my guy. I need the plays. I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude, this was absolutely awful. The memes though. Promise you won't cry, I promise. And then the epilogue, I won't cry. It's a cat crying. And this was everyone's. I was thinking maybe they're announcing a new album, a new tour, something, right? So happy. And then you get to the end, and you're just like, wow, that hurts. Dean, I was heartbroken. I was absolutely heartbroken. But yeah, Daft Punk, as we know it, is it's over. We're hoping it's a publicity stunt, whether or not it is or isn't. I know, Dean, before the show, you were saying it may be related to one of the team had a hearing issue, I think you said.
Yeah, I asked Reddit because I was just curious as to why, was it creative differences? Did they just feel like, hey, we did what we set out to do? We don't feel like we could do more than this. Like, let's end on a high. Which, is arguably the best way to do it, right? Because it's not like, dude, Daft Punk keeps coming out with albums and they're terrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost beautiful, right? Ending the way that they did. But I was like, I just wanted to know, I feel like they're my boys, and I wanted to make sure that they didn't hate each other or something. And somebody said that one of them had tinnitus, and that's why they were ending. But somebody was like, no, that's from back in 2002, and I guess, I don't know, they fixed it or something. But I don't think you could cure tinnitus. So if it was a problem in 2002, it's probably worse now. So I don't know. I hope that's not true, but just sad, man. Really fucking sad, dude. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago they released the extended version of the Tron soundtrack. So I was like, oh, cool, more Daft Punk, it's Tron related, but it's still cool. And then a month or so ago, they had footage in 1080 of the concert from 2007. The Live 2007, which is the best.
That shit is fucking incredible.
I listen to that album, no bullshit, at least once a day. I adore this band and I adore that album. I watched the video. I have it literally I carry a flash drive with me with it on it just in case like I end up somewhere and I need to like I want to play it, like I have it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. Like they're ramping up. Like we're getting Daft Punk content because honestly, they're quiet for years. They only have 4 studio albums, and between 3 and 4 was like a decade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
That's all they have after almost 30 years?
Yeah. I mean, there's
Wow.
like other projects that they've done, but 4 studio albums.
Dude, it's like the Nerd Theory podcast. They made one, then went away for like.
Dude, deep.
Yeah, no, I never really
cuts, my guy.
checked them out or anything, but damn, they had a hell of a run, man.
And not only that, but I mean, Random Access Memories. They got so much like accolades from that. From that album. It's a classic.
Yeah. So I was like, we're getting some Daft Punk here and there. It's been almost 10 years since Random Access Memories. Not quite. I think we're at like 8. So it's like now would be a time to announce something. In fact, I was in the Reddit maybe like last month trying to see if anyone's like seen any rumors or anything, like just kind of looking at like what are people talking about. Like I have this, I keep it on my desk. I don't know if you remember this, Zach, but
Sean says Random Access Memories is the perfect album. It's the Daft Punk patch.
The Daft Punk patch, just each of the albums, and then the Tron.
Dude,
one.
I tried to recreate that with our logo. We'll talk about it later. Like the journey did not work. It's not good.
Yeah,
Eddie says you should recreate the Sonny Corleone death scene when you split up.
Wow.
Dude, deep cuts, my guy. Deep cuts.
Yeah, and so I was like, they're probably gonna announce an album soon, and I'll be the happiest boy on earth. But apparently they wanted me to be the saddest boy on earth and decided to fucking part ways.
Last week I was the coldest boy. This week I'm the saddest boy. I used to listen to Random Access Memories every time from San Marcos to San Antonio. I would put that album from start to finish every single time. And it was almost exactly the perfect amount of time because I would have to drive from San Marcos to SeaWorld, drop Victoria off at home, and then go to my house. It was almost the perfect amount of time where Contact would be playing when I'd be pulling into the driveway.
Nice.
Very, very fond memories of that album.
Yeah.
Quinn says Daft Punk equals who else is so dope that the animators of Harlock and Galaxy Express made a movie to and with their album.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I bought Interstellar 5555 I have it on DVD. I still need to get Electrona. I haven't been able to find it in forever. There's some on eBay, but they're region only for UK, so they're not gonna do me any good. But yeah, dude, I remember when Ram came out. I had a buddy working at CD Exchange, and he got it to me a day before it came out. I was like so fucking excited.
We got one of these, Dean.
Yeah,
breaking
dude.
the street date.
Technically, yeah. There's a huge. You get a huge.
It's like a fine.
Yeah, dude. It's like $10,000.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's get into something that'll make us a little happier. The joy of hobbying now. We talked about it a few shows ago, but we did a run of 15 Mandalorian Season 2 upgrade kits for our Patreonies. I got the package from Watto Scrapyard yesterday, and I went straight to work on painting these up. Now, our good friend Ian from Darkside Customs was nice enough to print and paint the knee pads, because initially we were just going to do just going to do the thigh pads, and we were going to have everyone basically try to find the knee pads on their own. But dude, those things are fucking hard to find. Like, it's like no joke. Like, those just not easy to find. And so sweet angel Ian Ashton was like, yo, I will go and print and paint these for you guys. So we have, let's see if I can you still see that, Dean?
Yeah.
Okay, so hey guys, my name is Zach. Welcome to the Joy. Show you guys how to install these for the Patreonies. We'll do the live reveal of what these look like. So Manny was nice enough to shoot this video for me on his Beskar Mandalorian, and we'll watch it and we'll talk about it. Hey guys, my name is Zach. Welcome to The Joy of Hobbing. Today we're working on a Beskar Mandalorian with our Beskar Season 2 upgrade kit, which is a Patreon exclusive thank you gift for those who asked for it. 100% gonna. The kit comes with a right thigh pad and a left knee. The right original knee comes off really easily with Velcro. You're gonna take the left boot off and the left shin armor. You're then gonna slide the knee pad up over the shin there. There is elastic on the back, so it's very easy to do. You're then gonna put the shin back on, and if you have a blow dryer or hot water, if you need it, you can just do that or just press fit on the foot. You're then going to take the new knee pad, and there's Velcro on the back there. You're gonna place it on your Mandalorian, and bada bing, bada boom. I did this at like 10 minutes before the show, and here's a look at it in the detail. Big shout out to Manny the Man Gonzalez for taking this wonderful video for me, and it looks crispy. If you're a Patreon, we wanted to give you a big shout out. Like I mentioned, you guys kept the network going through a very difficult 2020, and we could not do this without your help. Here's a look there at the knee pad and the thigh armor. It's looking very good. Big shout out to Watto's Scrapyard and Darkside Customs for providing the parts for this, and especially Darkside for the paintwork. Thanks again. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you on the next episode of The Joy of Hobbing. Beautiful.
Dude, also, shout out for including your, the music for.
Oh yeah, that's The Joy of Hobbing, my guy. But yeah, dude, these came out really good. Let's catch up on the chat here. How is Zach talking with his mouth shut? Scott says these turned out so great. Awesome work. Kev says it's magic. Archangel said, has Zach ever thought about becoming a ventriloquist? Mark says, love the joy of hobbing. Love the joy of painting background. Makes me want to get creative. Also get creative with the wife. Wow. These came out so good, to be honest. These came out real good. Let me let's go back to the slides here.
Picture?
Yeah, look at that, dude.
That looks fucking good, dude.
It's a money shot,
Dude,
my guy.
yeah, that was crisp. I can't wait to get in a set to go with my Beskar armor that's supposed to eventually ship out.
Yeah, these look really good. Big shout out to Manny though. I was like, dude, if you can get me this by the show tonight, that would be awesome because I really want to show it off. But yeah, these came out really good.
Yeah, super. I really want one. I talked to Steven today, and he just said for whatever reason, Sideshow's not getting their Beskar Mando in. But if you got one on order with Steven, he is trying, guys. So just be patient.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Everyday Collector says fantastic work. Now, if you did want to order these, we did a run for the Patreonies, and that's closed. But Ian Ashton does create these for sale. So hit him up on Auxiliary. Ian Ashton is one of the admins there. He can get you sorted on an upgrade kit. But yeah, we had a really bad 2020. We had to start Patreon to keep the show going. And we had a ton of people that stepped up and supported the show. And it was our way to say thank you in 2021. We put up this post, and it was up for about a month. And we had 15 people that wanted it. And those 15 people got them. So they should be shipping out whenever we ship the March packages. So probably by like March 5th or 6th, these should be shipping out. So bear with us as we'll see. Maybe we'll ship them early. I just don't want to ship too much stuff and waste too much money on postage. But these came out really good. So big shout out to Watto's Scrapyard and Darkside Customs for helping us do this. And shout out to Bob Ross for being the best. Awesome. Dean, we had to survive last week. And that's why the episode is just called Survive. It was rough.
Yeah. And look what Danny made us.
What a guy.
Dude,
Hoth
this
logo.
is really cool. He put the bandolier on Kevin. That's so cute.
And the goggles on Kevin.
Yeah, dude.
He's got goggles. Cute. Now, first and foremost, a lot of people that listen to our show checked in on us. Asked us if we needed anything, food, water, money. One of our friends of the show, Mike, offered to drive from Kentucky to bring us like supplies if we needed it.
Wow.
What a fucking guy, dude.
What an angel, dude.
Now, it was a rough time, and
I wouldn't have driven across the city for you, Zach.
Well, that's because you're a bad person. That's why when we break up, I'm taking a dog and blowing shit up.
Yeah, now he's can't wait for us to break up.
I literally can't wait. We've been on the edge like 2 or 3 times. a lot of people had a lot of fun at our expense, right? But it was a real thing. People really died, like young kids, like adults. I mean, it really was a sad thing. And for us, like Sunday night was really fun. Like we had snow. We've never really had snow like that. But it got real Sunday night. The power went off at my house Sunday night at about 2 a.m, and we didn't get power until Thursday at like 2 a.m. And by the time we realized we needed to leave, we did actually had to evacuate. I mean, it was so cold inside, you could see your breath, like inside. It was like there's no heat, there's no power, there's no nothing, right? And my kid is real susceptible to going to the hospital with colds and stuff like that. So once it got that cold, we took her to my father-in-law's house, and they had power. But it was really hard because there was a night before we were like, do we leave? Do we stay? Do we risk driving in the snow an hour to get power, or do we maybe take the chance our power is going to come back on? Bad call, but it didn't. And so the next day we're like, as soon as we got like a time to go, like we just hauled ass out of there. And San Antonio is we're not really built for that type of weather, right? Like northern states, they have snow plows and salt trucks and, you know, all types of different antifreeze that can handle these temperatures. And in Texas, I mean, you know, our houses are built to withstand hurricanes and 115-degree summers. We're just not, we're not really built for that, right? In California, I'm sure Mario's house can withstand an earthquake far better than mine could, right?
No, not where I live.
Well, maybe not your house, but you get what I'm saying.
In general, yeah.
You know,
we're more structured for an earthquake.
There's just so many people that just had the time of their lives memeing about like it's all right to meme if you're in the situation, but when you're not in it, I was a little butthurt, to be honest. I was a little upset. Some people were pissing me off a little bit.
Dude, fucking Fern got you good, bro.
Wait, what did he say? I didn't see it. About the 1 foot of sunshine?
No, with the sushi dinner.
Oh, that was fucked up, dude. It was so sad because I had this beautiful reef tank, right?
Yeah, salt.
And you know, when the power goes out in a tank like that, you probably have like 3 hours, right, before you have to start doing stuff. And we lost power for, I think at the end of it was 66 hours. Everything died. It was really sad. And Fern thought it was like the funniest shit ever. So when Fern goes to jail from the IRS, I'm gonna meme the fuck out of him. Archangel said, would you rather deal with no power or a $17,000 power bill? CPS is not going to forward those charges onto the people, so I would rather have power, to be honest. I did call my natural gas provider, and they basically said they're not paying the 16,000% increase because we ran our fireplace like 50 hours straight. Like you needed to, right? Yeah. And they said they were going to apply for any aid they could from the government to not charge us for that. But we will definitely see. But yeah, it was really sad. It was just one of the worst things ever. And it sucks because when you have a kid, right, you can't really explain to them like why this is happening. And our kid's like 3, so she's at that age.
She was in pretty good spirits though. I mean, every time you showed me a video or a picture, she was smiling, having fun. Yeah, because you know she's just hanging out with her parents. You know what I mean? She didn't care.
Yeah. The thing that really bothers me though is, you know, if someone came to my house, Dean, and I had no power, and no electricity and no heat, you know, you'd probably call like CPS, right? Get people involved for that, but millions of Texans were in that situation with kids. Like I couldn't even imagine if we had a baby, right? Dealing with formula and, you know, our people's water was shutting off. It was.
Yeah. In fact, I have one of those, the neighborhood apps, when you get like those Ring doorbells. Yeah. It connects you to everybody who has one, so you could like keep an eye out for each other. Well, people were taken to the app like, dude, I need baby stuff. Does anybody have anything? I need distilled water because babies can't just drink regular
Yeah, exactly,
water.
exactly.
I need milk. I need, just shit for my kid. It was really sad because it's like I don't have anything like that,
Yeah, and it was sad because I work with people that are disabled and trying to get them supplies, and there was times where I couldn't leave and I had to rely on my parents to go and check on one of my clients who's very vulnerable, and it really sucked, right? It really, really sucked. Scott says, did Dean lose power?
I lost power like twice while I was asleep Sunday night, and then I never lost power again. But I live next to a hospital.
Yeah.
So I think that helped me.
Now, this is the last time we got snow. It was like 4 years ago. And we thought this was like the coolest thing ever. This was maybe like a quarter inch of snow.
Yeah.
Where we live, I got 6 inches of snow the first, like, I don't know what you call it, like snow event. Snow rain. I don't know what you call it. But the first like snowing event was about 6 inches. And the second one on Thursday was like it was a lot of snow, like more than I'd ever seen in my entire life. And it's just so sad, Dean, because I mean, there's so many people that really suffered. There's these stories of these kids that passed away, and it's just so sad. And, I do hope that people will have to answer for that. It's just really sad.
Imagine fucking
shout out to
surviving.
Ted Cruz.
Surviving all this way, like being on lockdown for a year and not getting COVID, like you're totally fine, and then it's like it gets too cold and you die. Like that fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, right? Is like I think everyone has like a certain amount of mental fortitude, and I think last year and obviously going on to this year, I think a lot of your mental fortitude is tested, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this was just like another fucking thing. Like, I mean, once I noticed like that the tank was dying, I was like, I'm just done. Like, can't do anything about it. I mean, literally, we're trying to boil water to get the tank up. I mean, it's like, what are you gonna do? Yeah. It was just heartbreaking. And then, like, I'm like a big like advocate of like never canceling the show. And like the fact we had to cancel the show and or at least I had to cancel After Dark. I know you were nice enough to keep it going, but it just really sucked. It probably like the worst week we've had in a while.
Yeah.
And
I'm just lucky I didn't lose power. Otherwise, I would have been. I don't know what I would have done, dude. I'm gonna have my little Kevin, right? Like, keep me company, but I was worried about keeping him warm. I had to borrow a little space heater, so I pretty much would just like lock him in my bedroom with the space heater on and be like, let him be warm.
Yeah.
And then I watch TV out here, so I just like wrap myself like a little larva.
Yeah.
Watch TV.
Now the memes though. Me when it started snowing on Sunday, happy playing in the snow. Me when it started snowing today, crying Jordan. Man,
Yeah, dude, because it started snowing again.
Me listening to my heater run nonstop, and it's Tiger King saying, "I'm never going to financially recover from this."
I'm never going to financially recover.
Dude, and in all of this madness, though, the neighbors, the police, Dean, I mean, SAPD really stepped up. They were
doing the most.
Doing anything. They said, if you need food, if you need us to drive you to the pharmacy to pick up medicine, if you need water or baby formula, you call 911, and for any, like, literally any reason, they're bringing people blankets and dinner, and I mean it was a beautiful. The city really came together, and I mean even within our street there. I mean we all lost power, right, in the whole neighborhood. But I mean there was some people. I'll read that comment in a second. There was. Eddie says Ted Cruz escaping from ICE. Who would have thought that? Dude, what a fucking comment.
God, dude,
Dude, my man's dipped the fuck
That's
out.
one of the smartest jokes I've ever heard.
Dude. Dude, Ted Cruz, when he saw that snow, dude, he was just like,
fuck it though, bro. It's your life.
Dude, my man dipped, dude.
Holy shit, dude. That was
my man fucking
funny,
dipped,
bro.
dude. That was a clever joke.
Dude, because like honestly, like if anybody could have, they would have, right?
But that's
but
not
just
the
own
thing,
it.
though.
Like he came back with his tail tucked between his legs,
And then he
but-
blamed it on the kids and blamed it on the wife. And
Yeah, then it's like, dude, a week ago you were fucking calling out some other Austin governor.
Yeah, for leaving for a wedding to Mexico.
Yeah, for the exact same thing, and then here you are.
But hey, how nice was it to see him come back, pass out water, right? I mean, come on.
Did he cut that brisket with that Texas mask real quick?
Yeah, yeah, dude. My friend Joe was like, "Hey, man, like, if you really want to get your family out of it, like, hey, more power to you." He's like, "But don't come back with your tail tucked between your legs, wearing my flag on your face." I was like, "That's probably a good sentiment. Like, I agree with that completely."
But here's the thing, right? Like, he swore an oath to be there for us and then dipped the fuck out.
Now, to be fair, he did do his job. He issued the state of emergency. He did everything he was supposed to do.
The optics, my guy. The optics.
Exactly.
Literally, all you had to do was not fucking go to Kansas.
Yeah, very easy. That's a super easy thing to do. Is not
I do it all the time.
But dude, honestly, dude, if I had the money to go to Cancun, I would
100%.
Dude, it
I also
sucks.
didn't swear that oth though.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
true.
my balls were room temperature, my guy. That shit was shit about icicles, dude.
Yeah.
One thing I did notice though, Dean. We hear it all the time, right? People message us like, "Hey, we listen to your show. We love it. We listen to our work. We listen to this and that," and it's great to hear, right? Mm-hmm. I listen to a lot of shows within this realm, right? Like Six Scale Scavengers and Paradox Nerds, optical streams. We listen to a lot of that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But those kinds of things were the only thing that kept me going, right? Because again, we lost power. You're having to charge your phone in your car because you have you got to keep your phone going because you got to have access to the different alerts and the different conferences, right? So many podcasts kept me going. LeVar Burton reads, Sword and Scale, H3, Mysterious Universe, Six Scale Scavengers, to name a few. But I was literally, because the phone downloads them like automatically because you listen to it so much.
Yeah.
And so does my iPad. So I had, literally like 10 hours a day of just binging podcasts. And I listen to shows every now and again. There's shows I listen to religiously and shows that I catch up on every once in a while. Yeah. But I was like living on these things just to stay awake, to stay positive. And it really showed me how important it is what we do, what other people like Brian and Chris and all the other content creators do. And I just wanted to take a moment to say that for those that make content and those that enjoy our content, you guys are the absolute best. Scott says it's amazing what SAPD was doing. Nanny says, did your gooch grease freeze? It did. Archangel says, this is my favorite show to listen to on the toilet. What a guy.
It's a beautiful sentiment. Thank you.
Thank you. When you got that bidet going on extra crisp, it's not bad. But those things kept me going, and it was a rough week, but we're back, and it's good to be back. We are back, though, Dean, with episode 150, which is what you're listening to now. So 150 episodes of Collecting Weekly. That's a milestone, my guy.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of episodes. That's at minimum like 150 hours. That's not including all the other shows that we do and all the different
After
Joy Hobbing
Darks
videos and After Darks. But it is... I want to take a trip down memory lane. We obviously have Mario here tonight. He was on, I believe your first episode, was episode 100.
Yeah.
So how does it feel, Mario, to be here for episode 150?
Dude, I'm happy to be here for another milestone, man. Shit, when we hit 200, man, give me a holler. I'll be here again.
Wow, just that in 200? Wow, okay. Just kidding.
And then everything.
I'm just kidding. I'm just busting your balls. But dude, 150, the network started out, Dean. That was our first logo up there at the top. Very poor attempt at making a logo, but it served us for only 12 episodes. And basically, the way that I've always seen it is like, when we get a big upgrade, right? We make a new rebrand just a little bit. So episodes 1 through 12, those were filmed on our iPad. Very poor quality. Dean and I are big
Leaning
guys, right?
across
We are
the
not
kitchen table.
Yeah, we were like 2 guys, 1 iPad, right? And that was episodes 1 through 12. Episodes 13 through 65 we did on the red blue. It is a red colored Blue Yeti microphone. Those were we usually had 4 people at the table. It was really fun. And then episode 66 to present, we did it on the Zoom. And then, obviously we've adjusted. We've done a lot of streaming remotely because of COVID. But Dean, I'm glad to be here at 150 with you. It's been a journey. I know we've had our ups, we've had our downs, we've had our disagreements. We've almost blown each other up in the desert a few times. But tell me about it. Let's hear about your thoughts on being at episode 150.
Yes.
Up next, we have...
Yeah, dude, it's been fun, man. Because not just 150 episodes, but listening to the original show and the original show before that. And, really, dude, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. Because my big thing was sticking to a schedule. I was like, you have to let people know that they could count on you. Like you counted on those podcasts, when you were,
in my lowest
stuck up
point
shit
in my
creek
life.
without a paddle, right? It's like people need to know that they can count on you to be there every Tuesday, right? Or Wednesday or whenever hey, I know when I drive to work on Thursday, Collecting Weekly's podcast is going to be up. And God damn it, you were like, fine, I'll do it again. And you kept it going, and then you were like, I don't know. And I was like, I'll help you. And I wouldn't have had it any other way, dude. This is the best part of my week is coming here. And even when we fucking have our little spats, I know that it's I'll just give him a minute to cool off. Because 9 times out of 10, it's I just either didn't understand you or you didn't understand me. Even today, you were like, are you ready to be in 1080? And I was like, well, I'm not going to be in 1080. Because logically, my camera's not in 1080. So it just, my camera's going to look shittier better, right? Yeah. But you took it as me arguing with you about it. But I was like, I'm not I'm literally just saying I'm not going to be in 1080.
Oh, wait, we're
in
1080 right now?
Yeah, we upgraded to StreamYard.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, we were able to.
Sorry, guys. You're going to have to look at our ugly ass faces in 1080 now.
Yeah, and Zach thought I was just arguing with him to argue with him because sometimes I do that for fun. Or I'm in a bad
50-50
mood and
mix.
I'm just but I was like, no, I'm serious. My camera's only 720, so even if it's shooting out in 1080, the best I'm putting out is 720. But I know that just give him a few minutes, he'll be fine. We'll be back to normal tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think a few After Darks ago, me and Zach had
dude, it was rough. The last one that we recorded, not the rewind, but the one before that. Boy,
yeah. And Corey was
afterwards,
we
we were
Zach okay? And I was like, oh yeah, we were already texting earlier.
But I was like, fuck Dean, dude. He's not. I was literally just trying to tell you. Now you know how to do all these things on StreamYard. You can help me out. You were like, fuck that. I'm gonna be fucking up the show. I'm like, what in the world is going on with this?
Yeah, I was there witnessing that once, and y'all had me freaked out for a minute.
For stuff, and I was like, Zach, that's a ball head of lie. You're making that up.
What were you saying, Mario?
I said I witnessed that firsthand before one of the shows, and you guys had me freaking out one time.
Oh yeah, when Mario was new.
Yeah. No, that was I think it was for the award show. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah, I remember we had a big fight.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
I will say it's.
Oh, because I was like, why am I in here? Yeah. I was like, you're just gonna, because he was going over the show, and I was like, you made a big deal about me being in here to go over the thing. I was like, but not everyone's here, so you're gonna have to go over it again. I could have been here later, like them. I was all pissed.
Yeah, but it's the optics. You're the vice president. Right. You gotta be there.
I know.
You can't be rolling in the last 5 minutes. I think it's a great show. We obviously, I mean, who could have imagined, right?
But that's
I remember
the most authentic thing, right? Not everyone's all fucking sunshines and rainbows. You know what I mean?
I remember when we would be so stoked, holy shit, we got 5 downloads on an episode after however long.
Yeah. How
things have changed. Now we get 7. Just kidding. Yeah, it's It's really fun.
Yeah, we have tens of listeners.
We have dozen of listeners, and singular. It's fun. We love all the viewers of the world, and
wherever you
are. Hopefully you guys enjoy the show, the product we put out, and hopefully we don't upset you guys too much. With
it's cool because we have our general audience, right? That's in the chat every week, and we love interacting with them and talking to them and getting messages from them. But you almost have to remind yourself that there's listeners who don't do that. You know what I mean? Like there's somebody sitting down listening to this channel that's like never interacted with us, and that's so cool that you're out there. So thank you so much for listening.
And if that's you, hit 5 stars on iTunes and give us a review. That'd be great. That would be great. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the OGs, the throwbacks that remember the old white and gray logo, because that shit is old AF.
Yeah, that's like isn't that the official like podcast logo?
Yeah, basically. I just typed podcast PNG and then picked the first one.
Yeah.
Dude, I was not as good of a graphics guy as I am now. Everyday Collector says, I listen to the old episodes while I'm at work, gets me through the day. What a guy. Wow. Other people that we really like, Dean, is the Patreonies. Let's give those guys and gals a shout out.
Yeah. Are you gonna pull up the thing?
Oh, duh. I have it on my screen. It's not on. Thank you.
Dude, we keep adding. I can't remember all these people, dude. In order,
Thank you, Mario.
Shout out Ben Porter, Sean Fear, Ian Seaby, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, Leo Hernandez, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Sweet Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krett, Jason Nelson, Big Ol' Fern, King Zach, Caesar Mariquin, Eddie Mendez, Eric Ruiz, Mario Cortez, shout out, Stephen Percha, Sean Yahtzee, Scott Bradley, Sweet Angel, Jesse Contreras, Stephen Maria Stanley, Lord Volator, Eddie Manzanares, and Joe Corpus. He's new this week. Shout out Joe.
What a guy. Big shout out to Joe. Joined right in at the $25 tier. What a guy. This is the March Patreon benefits.
Dude,
the Z-Team sticker made by Danny Lee. Dean, I was tossed into Facebook jail for a crime I did not commit. And Danikin Lee Walker had this great idea to make the Z-Team logo, Z-Team van. And this is going to be the sticker for March. Now, obviously, you might look at this and say, Zach, you gave us 2-3 stickers last week. Why the one this month? And the answer is because these thigh pads cost us a pretty penny, and the knee pads, and we have to ship those out.
Yeah.
And that's taking up a big chunk of the budget. But we'll get you guys a sticker. It's either going to be a sticker or a magnet. We haven't settled on it yet, but it is going to be the design for March. And big shout out to Danny Lee for his hard work on that.
I know, dude. He churned this out fast because I was like, dude, because somebody mentioned the A-Team, and I was like, dude, that'd be awesome if we had the A-Team van, but with a yellow stripe. And I was like, somebody make it. And I completely forgot that Danny did this for a living. And then like 3 days later, he popped up. He's like, yo, check it out. I was like,
it's fucking crispy.
Yeah. Dude, maybe,
he also did a pretty sick layout for our menu for International Collecting. Great work.
Oh,
Danny.
yeah, dude. He churned that out fast, too.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have like a limited edition version of the sticker with the colors inverted. That'd be dope, too.
Hollow.
Like a yellow with a black stripe, like a bumblebee almost. So many bees.
Dude, Victoria's working on an Oxfather sticker for April of me and the Godfather with the Volkswagen Beetle in my hand instead of the cat.
Oh, nice.
Dude, nice. It's pretty cool. We do, like I mentioned, we have Patreon. It's $5 to get in at the lowest tier. You get the stickers sent straight to your door and access to Ox After Dark Rewind. The crispy tier for $15. You get the assistance with figure fixes and all the benefits of the previous tier. We do also send, sometimes there's stickers for the higher tiers, make that a little bit more value for them. And then the What a Guide tier, the 18x24 silhouette, a signed Collecting Weekly Live poster, and doubles of all the stickers we send. Now, Scott Bradley, I do have your poster. It is printed, the replacement one. I fucked up on the first one. That's my bad. As soon as I get with Dean, we'll get that sent out, and you'll be good to go on that. So please bear with us. You also get one sculpt that you're painted by Darkside Customs after 3 months and all the benefits of the previous tiers. If you like our show and you want to talk with us off the air, Collecting Weekly Auxiliary is where we hang out all day. We goof, we gaff, we laugh, and it's a good time. And anyone can join. You just got to answer a few questions to get in. and one of our admins will approve you. As far as the network goes, Small Talk is their episode is going live this Thursday. OFAC is recording live this Thursday at 2:30 Central Standard Time. The Joy of Hobbing, that little Mando video I shot is probably just going to be for the Patreon feed, but it is a pretty fun little thing that we did. It's like a goofy tutorial, but I like to do them. Creeps Are Us, they just put up their episode on the audio feed yesterday. It's a great show. I'm halfway through it. Really good stuff there. Collecting Rarities is recording, I believe, on March 7th with Dylan from Small Talk. After Dark will be back tomorrow at 10:30 Central Standard Time for the show. And In and Outs of Collecting, they've been doing a bunch of scattered live videos, but their next produced episode, remind me, Mario, it's going live
next Friday.
Your episode is uploading Friday, but you're also going live not this Friday, but next Friday, right?
Right. That's right.
Very cool there. So you'll be able to enjoy that on the audio feed after each episode will go up a week after it airs on the YouTube channel. Some friends of the show, 6 Scale Scavengers, Optical 20, 6 Scale Scavengers, Brian, Chris, and TC, a bunch of good guys, and William from Optical 20. Great guy, JB Collection, KG Collector, Paradox Nerd, Rogue 16, Manny Fett, Third Party Reviews, and Everyday Collector. I haven't had a chance to add him yet, but check out Everyday Collector. He put up a review of The Godfather. But it was a mouthful. Great show, guys. You have any shout outs you want to give?
Shout out Joe. He kind of, because I work with him on Mondays and Tuesdays. And yesterday he was like, I've been meaning to join your Patreon. Can you link it to me? I was like, sure.
What a guy.
And he doesn't really collect figures at all. Like, literally at all. He likes a lightsaber every now and then.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, the $5 tier, you get like you get access to the show and stuff like that. And I was like, that'll be a good one. And he was like, nah. And he just bought the $25 tier one.
What
like,
a guy,
damn.
dude.
I know. Literally, what a guy. So shout out Joe. He's a good kid.
Now, I am mistaken. Manny's username is actually Boogie Manny. My apologies. We'll get that fixed for the next episode.
Oh, yeah. He changed it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think I was in the sticks when that happened. I was... yeah, I'll get that fixed, my guy. But yeah, big shout out to everyone watching live. Big shout out to Mario for joining us. And In and Outs of Collecting, you guys have been busting your ass on the streams. We'd love to see it, bringing in a bunch of new subscribers. Mark Pearson, what a guy, giving us some real cool swag. Love to see it. But yeah, if that's it for the show, guys, we'll cut this one off. I'm Zach.
I'm Dean.
And I'm Mario.
We'll catch you on the next episode.
Bye.